Hey guys, welcome to the clubhouse. I'm Billy Jackson, and today's half and half review is going to be on Vikings. First half, non-spoiler. Just if you haven't seen Vikings yet, guys, and you're kind of like I was, late to the game on it, I had to be talked into watching this show, and now that it's over, I miss it so much. My buddy Ricky talked me into watching it, and I could not stop watching once I started. And then the second half of season 6 ended, then the pandemic hit and slowed everything down, so we've been waiting on the finale. And finally, we got the series finale. And as a whole, I have to tell you, Vikings is incredible and awesome. And if you're like a Game of Thrones who misses, kind of the medieval fantasy type show with, drama and action and gore and stuff like that, this is the show for you. So I definitely advise watching it. If you like that kind of stuff, this show is incredible. So that's my first half. Second half is spoiler filled. So if you haven't seen Vikings, go and watch it. Go and watch this show, binge it, then come back and I'll tell you what I thought about some of the stuff that happens in the show. And I have to tell you, I did love Ragnar, in the very beginning of the show, and he was my favorite character until he unfortunately passes away. And then the show continues about his children and other kings in the kingdoms, around the world. And after that, Bjorn became my favorite character. And I liked Ivar too, but Bjorn really, man, he set the tone for the whole entire show, I felt like. And the way he went out in the series, I think it was episode 6 or 7 of the finale of the last season, man, he is one of my favorite deaths in TV entertainment altogether. I mean, he went out like a true boss. I mean, and the way they immortalized him, holding the sword, riding the horse, that was, telling his troops to attack when they were not going to make it through the battle, but he led them into the battle and they ended up winning. And man, it was incredible. I really was impressed. That first episode was awesome. But anyway, other than that, I didn't like, as much as I liked Ivar's character, I didn't like how they took him out. I mean, he just got, shanked on the battlefield by some no-name. And I was just, man, I was so disappointed. And right before that, he was like commanding the soldiers. Actually, like he was swinging the swords with them, for them. And I didn't kind of like how that was going, like he was controlling them, it just felt weird to me and out of place for the show. But I know other people that like it, so, it's all subjective. But I personally didn't like Ivar's death. Now, I do have to say, I have to give props to Lagatha. Man, she was awesome. Now, there's a lot of great female characters in the show that I really liked, but I liked Lagatha the best because, I mean, for one, she's just friggin' a goddess and is beautiful and great to look at, but it's almost surreal about how much she's my type of woman. I love the strong fighter, don't take no crap from anybody, and if anybody gives her any crap, she'll just fight you and probably end up killing you. And if I lived back in those days, she would totally be my wife and be my queen, because I would totally be the king. I mean, come on. But anyway, loved Lagatha's character, and she's another one of the things that made the show so great was her. My favorite character, besides Bjorn, I would say, has to be Froki. And Froki was so cool because he was so weird and out there, but he kind of knew everything that was going on, and I loved his like crazy nature, and like he felt like he was, spoke to the gods, and they showed him the way, the path of how he should live his life. And how the show ended, with him and Ragnar's son sitting on the beach, of the newfound land that they found with the Indians and stuff like that. I thought all of that was great, and I loved how the show ended. I didn't like the series finale as a whole, but I liked how it ended, and that's all I can really say is that The whole entire series, guys, is incredible and awesome. They have major deaths, you know, and then the story kind of takes a turn. Every time somebody major dies, it takes another turn. But it's kept my interest, you know, and it was graphic and, you know, violent. So be prepared for something like that if you haven't seen it. So just get yourself ready for some good action, good gore, good fight scenes, and just a great story about some history in our, you know, in real culture. So I really love the show, guys, and I hope you do too. So definitely check it out. It's not all about what I think. What do you think about Vikings? Have you seen it? Do you plan on watching it? Let me know in the comments below. Remember to like my videos, guys, and subscribe to my channel. And as always, make yourself happy every day. And the only way to do that is to remember the only thing stopping you is you stopping. Bam!